Conestoga has been added to the list of approved designated learning institutions, which is also known as DLI, with an approved COVID-19 readiness plan. With this in mind, travel support letters are no longer required. Again, you can refer to our Travel to Canada checklist on our SAQP for documents required for travel. And please note, if you are traveling via an indirect route or feel that you have a unique travel situation, please feel free to email our team and we can review your request on an individual basis. So in an effort to slow the spread of COVID-19, the government of Canada introduced pre-departure COVID-19 testing as a requirement for all travelers entering Canada. So all travelers ages 5 years and older are required to have a COVID-19 test taken within 72 hours of their departure. So 72 hours before your departure, within that time frame, you have to take a pre-departure COVID-19 test. And you will be required to present documentation of your negative test result to the airline prior to boarding your flight to Canada. And remember, this requirement is in addition to the mandatory 14-day quarantine requirements. Those who are unvaccinated are also required to take a mandatory COVID-19 test upon arrival, also known as either on-arrival test or day one test. And you will not be required to pay for this test at the airport. Now, you will also be given a home test. So these are for those who have to do quarantine. You will also be given a home test kit to test again on day 8 of your quarantine. So testing requirement also apply to any co-arriving family members ages 5 and older. And you're required to send the day 8 test result to Conestoga College as soon as you have the test result. If you are recently recovered from COVID-19, you would be exempt from testing requirements. However, you're still required to complete the 14 days of the quarantine. It is very important to read and fill out all of your forms, which are quarantine plan form, arrival check-in form, and quarantine daily check-in form. So remember, you need to complete those forms on ArriveCan app and also iSend app.
Some of you might be fully vaccinated by the time you travel. And if you meet the specific requirements as the fully vaccinated travelers, then you may be exempt from the 14-day quarantine, as well as the arrival COVID-19 test, unless you have been selected randomly to take it upon arrival. And you will also need to take the day 8 test. However, even if you are fully vaccinated, you will still be required to take the pre-departure COVID test within 72 hours of your departure. You will still be required to complete the quarantine plan on both ArriveCan and on iSend. And you will also need to complete the arrival check-in form on iSend once you arrive in Canada to confirm with us of your arrival. And the government representative at the border will be the one who makes the final decision, the final determination about whether or not you are qualified for the exemption. So as soon as you arrive in Canada, you must complete the arrival check-in on iSend app to confirm your arrival. You will also be asked if you are exempt from quarantine in that arrival check-in form. And if you are not exempt from quarantine, you must complete the mandatory quarantine daily check-in form for every day of your 14 days of quarantine on both iSend and on ArriveCan. And by doing this, you are informing us that you are okay, or if you need any support or any resources, or if you experience any COVID-19 symptom, then we will know and we can support you. And if you are exempt from the quarantine, remember that you don't have to do the daily check-in form, but you will still need to complete the arrival check-in form on iSend to inform us. Please do not take this lightly, because violating the check-in requirements is taken very seriously, and it is an offense under the Quarantine Act and does have very significant consequences.